unforgettable.
You killed hundreds of civilians, including the family.
2025 is shaping up to be a massive year for the action genre, packed with brutal conflicts, futuristic worlds, bloody revenge stories, and global-scale battles. From grounded crime stories to explosive sci-fi spectacles, every movie on this list delivers intense action that goes far beyond pure muscle and gunfire. Here are the top 10 action movies of 2025 you absolutely need to watch. Don't forget to subscribe for more recommendations, and let's jump straight into the list. Number 1. King Ivory.
What we're up against here.
Gang-related shooting on 120.
King Ivory is a gritty crime action thriller that follows Lane West, a narcotics detective in Tulsa, Oklahoma, whose life falls apart when his own son becomes addicted to fentanyl, a synthetic opioid known on the streets as King Ivory. Driven by personal tragedy, Lane teams up with his partner Ty and FBI agent Beatty to hunt down the masterminds behind the expanding drug network, including Ramon Garza from a Mexican cartel and other rival criminal groups. The story also explores multiple perspectives, from Irish mob boss George Smiley Green and the leader of the Indian Brotherhood controlling drug routes from prison, to victims and migrants trapped in the system. Together, they reveal the social, emotional, and criminal impact of the fentanyl epidemic on their community. Number 2. The Cut.
Highest knockout-to-win ratio for a super welterweight, huh?
People don't care about stats, how much?
The Cut follows a retired Irish boxer who decides to return to the ring for one last shot at a championship title. After decades away from boxing, he accepts a fight in Las Vegas, but with one brutal condition: he must lose a massive amount of weight in a very short time to qualify. Under the guidance of a harsh and unconventional trainer, the extreme weight cut turns into a race against time and the limits of the human body. As the pressure builds, both physically and emotionally, the boxer is forced to confront fear, inner conflict, and memories of his past. Inside a confined Vegas setting, the fight becomes more than just a professional obligation. It's a battle against himself, showing that boxing isn't only about what happens in the ring. Number 3. Play Dirty.
Just bad luck. Yeah.
Play Dirty follows Parker, a master thief who plans a major heist at a horse racing arena with his crew. When one team member betrays them and runs off with the money, Parker is badly injured and the rest of the crew is killed. Left with nothing, he rebuilds from the ground up, assembles a new team, and sets out for revenge while reclaiming what was stolen. Along the way, Parker teams up with seasoned players like Grofield and even crosses paths again with Zen, the man who betrayed him, as they target something much bigger. Their mission escalates into a billion-dollar treasure heist involving the mafia, corrupt dictators, and dangerous power players, filled with double crosses, conspiracies, and high-risk action. Number 4. The Naked Gun.
That was awesome.
In the latest The Naked Gun, Lieutenant Frank Drebin Jr., the son of the legendary detective, is a well-meaning but hopelessly clumsy police officer. After accidentally stopping a bank robbery while undercover, Drebin Jr. gets pulled into a bizarre investigation involving a mysterious accident tied to a larger conspiracy centered around dangerous tech gadgets that could cause chaos if used by powerful elites. Trying to prove he's worthy of his father's legacy, Frank faces eccentric tech CEOs, malfunctioning self-driving cars, and non-stop slapstick chaos across Los Angeles. Along the way, he gets tangled in an awkward romance with Beth, a mystery novelist, while dealing with internal police drama that threatens his unit. The result is a wild mix of physical comedy, non-stop jokes, and an absurdly complicated crime plot. Number 5. Roofmen.
I'm imagining how things could have gone differently.
Roofmen tells the true inspired story of Jeffrey Manchester, a former U.S. Army Ranger and father of 3 struggling to support his family. When life gets harder, he begins robbing McDonald's restaurants in an unusual way, entering through the roof, earning him the nickname Roofman. Over several years, he pulls off dozens of robberies using the same method, drawing massive attention from both police and the media. After eventually being caught and sentenced to prison, Jeffrey escapes custody and secretly lives inside a Toys R Us store for months without being detected. His double life becomes even more complicated when he starts a relationship with a female employee who has no idea who he really is. As the investigation closes in, the consequences of his choices begin to surface. Number 6. Tron: Ares. Tron Ares follows Ares, an advanced digital program created inside the digital world and sent into the real world on an unprecedented mission. As the first AI entity to physically exist outside a computer system, Ares represents humanity's first true encounter with a living digital being. As he explores the real world, Ares begins questioning his purpose, identity, and what it means to exist among humans, after experiencing things like weather, nature, and real life beyond the grid. Meanwhile, a tech rivalry between Encom, led by Eve Kim, and Dillinger Systems under Julian Dillinger, ignites a race to find the permanence code technology that allows digital beings to survive longer in the real world. When Ares forms an unexpected bond with Eve, the story dives into high-stakes action, AI ethics, and the consequences of blurred lines between digital and reality. Number 7. The Running Man.
35. Married, one child. In medical crisis.
The Running Man is set in a dystopian future, where America is controlled by a massive media empire called the Network, which distracts the poor with violent entertainment. Its most popular show is The Running Man, a brutal competition where contestants known as runners must survive for 30 days while being hunted by professional killers and civilians alike, all for a massive cash prize. Ben Richards, a working-class man desperate to find medicine for his sick daughter, is forced into the competition. Given a 12-hour head start and minimal supplies, Ben must keep moving, strategize, and survive constant threats while the media manipulates every moment. Along the way, he finds allies, faces betrayal, and struggles to hold on to his humanity in a world that seems to have lost it. Number 8. One Battle After Another.
Very important to keep your cap shunted like this.
One Battle After Another follows Bob Ferguson, a former revolutionary who changed his identity and lives off the grid with his daughter, Willa, after a failed rebel operation 16 years earlier. When a ruthless military officer from his past resurfaces and Willa mysteriously disappears, Bob is forced to leave his quiet life and confront the violent history he tried to escape. Reuniting with old allies like Sensei Sergio, Bob follows a dangerous trail filled with conspiracies, betrayal, and the lingering shadows of his revolutionary past. The journey pushes him to combine his survival instincts with his role as a father as he races against time to save his daughter. Number 9. Sisu: Road to Revenge. After losing his family to the horrors of war, Atami Korpi, a former Finnish commando known as the Man Who Refuses to Die, returns to the land where his family home once stood. His plan is simple: dismantle the house, move it, and rebuild it somewhere safe as a tribute to his loved ones. But everything changes when the Red Army commander responsible for his family's deaths resurfaces and begins hunting him down. What follows is a brutal chase across the land, with Atami hauling his dismantled home on a truck while fighting off relentless enemies. The story turns into a raw, violent revenge journey, fueled by survival, honor, and unstoppable determination. Number 10. Predator: Badlands.
It's your first hunt.
Predator: Badlands is set in the future on a deadly alien planet called Jenna, far from Earth. The story follows Dek, a young predator exiled from his clan after being deemed weak and unworthy as a warrior. Stranded on a hostile planet, Dek must fight to survive while trying to prove his value. During his journey, Dek encounters Thea, a stranded synthetic android who becomes an unexpected ally. Together, they face terrifying creatures and deadly terrain across the Badlands. Their uneasy alliance, intense combat, and survival-driven action form the core of this fresh take on the Predator universe. Those are the top 10 action movies of 2025 you need to watch. If you think there's another movie that deserves even more hype, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next best recommendations.